Hello, you wonderful people. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about the trailer for Flash Season 7 that just came out today, at least at the time I'm recording this. If you haven't seen it already, I'll include a link to it in the description down below. But obviously, there was a previous Season 7 trailer that came out around the time of DC Fandom, but that episode in particular, that trailer in particular, they were saying was mainly comprised of stuff from the first episode of the season. This seems like we're getting a little bit more, but I still think we're still getting early season stuff, because I believe when season 6 ended at like episode 19, so there's at least like 4 episodes left in the season. So it seems like this trailer might be that 4-episode arc at the beginning of the season, because I don't think they're showing anything that will be in the later story of the season. At least I don't think so. I think it's kind of almost in a similar vein as like where, obviously, because the way Flash was kind of divided up, pre-crisis and post-crisis, storyline wise. So I think it's kind of a similar thing in this regard. So I think the story we got in this trailer was mainly stuff from like those 4 episodes. It seems like dealing with the whole Ava and Mirror Master situation, and obviously Barry's still losing his speed. And to me, I think that's so fascinating, because next to a speedster, going up against Mirror Master is literally the worst person to go up against while you're losing your speed. I mean, granted, anyone is, but just considering they make a point to be like, Ava doesn't just need mirrors, she just needs any reflective surface. She could be anywhere. Obviously, even through the trailer, we see her kind of like creating like, oh, well, we know she can make mirror people. And so we see like mirror versions of herself. So Barry's kind of backed into a corner. At one point we see him with his suit on, and he's kind of where his suit normally is, but he's inside his suit. So I'm assuming maybe that has something to do with the artificial speed force they were using, trying to replenish his speed, or maybe trying to heal. I don't know. I'm curious what that scene in particular is. There is a scene later on when it's like, Barry, you only have 1% of your speed left, and it's like, let's make it count. We see him run. Doesn't mean those scenes are necessarily connected, but maybe that one final push of like, we got the artificial speed force, you need to jump start it, and we're going to use that last 1% of your speed as a Hail Mary to get this started. So obviously at the same time, we see like everything with Iris. We saw this in the previous trailer, but we get even more of it, just how broken her mind is. Because at first we saw like, oh, she's seeing this other Iris, but on top of that, she thought she was with Barry. She's like, wait, this isn't wrong. This is wrong. This isn't right. Wait, I'm still in the Mirrorverse, So Barry even said at one point in time during the trailer, like he found a way inside the Mirrorverse, which I would wonder on a normal basis, would he been able to punch through it, with his speed, but just because he's running so low and he's got to be sparing about it. Maybe his speed in particular has something to do with it. He's able to literally punch through to the multiverse, so you would think maybe the Mirrorverse would be too. But I'm sure that there's still like, obviously that's something only Ava can do. But like I said earlier, it just seems like this, what we saw in the trailer was mainly like finishing the arc of season 6 with the whole Ava thing, fully seeing what she's up to. The biggest focus is Barry kind of losing hope, it's like, I'm running out of my speed, but it's like you can hear, the voice saying like, anyone can, fight and beat someone with might. It takes kind of something extra to be able to do it with your heart, So, granted, we don't know whether that's Nash that was sulking or whether that was Eobard telling Barry to run. So, it's going to be interesting to see, how the story ends up playing out. I talked about this previously because, Black Lightning's kind of got, a sad trailer. This trailer's kind of, depressing and sad in the same light as well. But really quickly, we also saw, I think we saw Sue in one shot. So, I think we're going to definitely get probably more story with her, which, it begs the question is what are you gonna do about the whole, Ralph situation? I haven't read into it. I'm just kind of avoiding it. I'm curious. Are you just gonna recast, or are you just gonna no, write that off? I don't know. Especially because it seemed like you were setting up more story between Ralph and Sue last season. So I'm like, where is that gonna go? But my point was we saw Frost, so she's back at least for maybe an episode to help out, because I think she's still, we don't know if her whole situation's figured out yet, or what, whether her mom's been able to fully help her in that regard. So, but it's still nice to see hey, she's back at least for now, so we'll see how long she sticks around under the circumstances. But yeah, things seem pretty dire. Because let's not forget, it's not just Iris in the Mirrorverse, it's Camilla and Singh as well. So, we'll see how things kind of get resolved on that front. But I'm very excited to see, you know, what the season has in store for us. Obviously, these are some of the things running through my mind about everything. I love to get to know your thoughts in the comments down below. What are some things you want to see this season? What are some things you expect to see? Like I said, just from the little bit we saw, because there's also something we definitely know is going to be the storyline this season, this whole Godspeed Day. Once again, trailer didn't even touch on that, which makes it even that much more exciting. It's like, okay, so where's that all going to go, you know? So we'll have to wait and see. But like I said, just let me know your thoughts about everything. Season 7 Flash Season 7 wise. But really, that's what I want to talk about. Till the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.